Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Subhash Mehta and I'm here to help you with all your interior queries. So today we are going to see how to select a chimney and a hob for your kitchen. So let's get started with the video. Let's see how to choose a hob first. So basically there are two types of hobs available in the market currently. One will be your countertop hob and the second will be your built-in hob. So what is a countertop hob? As the name suggests, it's kept on the countertop. And what is a built-in hob? So basically we cut the granite and fix the hob in the granite and it's not movable. So it's called a built-in hob. Most of the hobs available nowadays are electrically operated, which means they need an electric supply or either are battery operated. But if you are comfortable with the old school lighter operated hob, those are also available. So hobs are usually available from 2 burners to 5 burners. You can select anyone depending on your needs. Just keep one thing in mind, as the number of burners increases, make sure the size also increases because otherwise it will be really haywire to keep a lot of vessels and work simultaneously. For example, if you are choosing a 4 burner hob, don't go for a 60 centimeter size because otherwise the burners will be really close to each other and it will be a little bit difficult for you to work with the hob. And look wise also, there are quite a few varieties available. You can go for a stainless steel look or you can go for a glass top. If you are going for a glass top, then you have to be a little more extra careful. Don't keep very hot objects on the glass as it is not a toughened glass. It's just a tempered glass. It will not break that easily as it is quite tough. But glass top burners surely look really elegant and also give a very nice and elegant look to your kitchen. Nowadays, hobs are designed in such a way that they just use the right amount of heat to cook the food, thus preventing the wastage of LPG. There are mostly two types of burners available in the market. One is the Indian brass burner and the second is the Italian burner. So the Italian burner provides low to medium range of heat which cooks the food slowly so as avoiding wastage of any fuel. Wherein these kind of hobs are not suitable for Indian cooking, as Indian cooking requires high heat because we do a lot of deep frying and other stuff in the kitchen. So for us, they've designed the Indian brass burners. I hope these few tips will help you select a hob according to your requirements. Now let's see how to select the chimney. So we'll be looking at 4 criteria before selecting a chimney. First, the size of the chimney. Second, the kind of filter that is used. Third, is it duct or ductless? And fourth, the suction part. So let's go through the criteria one by one. So the size of the chimney should be either equal to or preferably, if you have space, bigger to the size of your hob so that it can cover the entire space and it works properly. And the second criteria is your type of filter. So how many types of filters are there in a chimney? So there are basically 3 kinds of filter: the cassette filter or the mesh filter, the carbon filter and the baffle filter. Nowadays we also have auto clean chimneys. So let's take a look at each one of them one by one. So what is a mesh filter? So a mesh filter contains multiple layers of aluminium meshes, and when the smoke passes through it, all the air molecules pass, whereas the grease and oil molecules get caught in the mesh. Over time the mesh gets clogged and it affects the suction power of the chimney. Hence these kind of filters have to be cleaned very frequently, within a week or within 2 weeks. Hence, these filters are not very well suited for Indian kitchens, as Indian cooking involves a lot of oil and these filters were originally designed for European style cooking. Now the baffle filter. So these filters are specifically designed for Indian cooking. So the plate consists of multiple baffles. So when the smoke actually passes through the filter, the gas molecules pass easily, whereas the oil and grease molecules gets caught in the baffle. Because of bigger surface area of the baffles, it can contain a lot of oil and grease without affecting the suction power of the chimney, and also it doesn't require cleaning very frequently. You can clean it once in 1 or 2 months. So the carbon filter is made up of black charcoal and it's mainly used to absorb the odor, and it's actually optional. You can use it in addition with the mesh filter and the baffle filter. And this type of filter cannot be cleaned. You have to replace it once it gets clogged. Cleaning the chimney can be really painful. So the chimney manufacturers have come up with a solution to tackle this problem. They have come up with auto clean chimneys. So there are 2-3 ways depending on the brand how the filter works in an auto clean chimney. One of the mechanisms used by auto clean chimneys is when oil gets collected in the filter, there is a indicator, and when you switch on the auto clean mode, the body of the chimney gets heated and all the oil gets collected in the oil collector, which you have to replace or clean suggested. In some models there is a turbine over the filters which pushes the cool air towards the wall of the chimney, and the oil gets collected again in an oil collector which you have to replace or clean. Some models also come with washers in the chimney. They have water tanks inside the chimney which with high speed pressure they try to wash the oil and grease from the chimney. But these kind of chimneys are not really useful for Indian kitchens. So make sure to ask your dealer what kind of mechanism they are using in their auto clean chimneys before buying the auto clean chimney. Although these auto clean chimneys make your work really easier, but you still have to clean the filters once in a while. The frequency will be very less, but some amount of oil or grease does get collected in the filters which you have to clean once in a while. Now let's get on to the third criteria, which is the suction. The suction power of the chimney depends on the size of your kitchen. So for a kitchen size of 10 feet by 10 feet, power of 500 meters square per hour will be more than enough if it's a closed kitchen. If it's an open kitchen, you can upgrade it to 650 meters square per hour, and if it's a kitchen bigger than that, then you can think of going for suction powers like 1000 meter per scoop per hour or 1200 if it's an open kitchen. Let's take a look at the last criteria for selecting the chimney, which is the ducting. So what is ducting? The air is filtered out from the chimney. The remaining air is exhausted using a duct pipe into the outer atmosphere. So these chimneys with ducts work more efficiently if we compare to the ductless chimneys, and also are inexpensive. Then why should we go for a ductless chimney? Because the chimney ducting pipe affects the aesthetic of your kitchen. You have to either cover it with a chimney paneling or leave it exposed, which doesn't look really nice. Also, sometimes the ducting outlet is not available for the ducting pipe to go out, as you have to drill a hole in the wall, and some builders do not allow that. So in those cases, ductless chimneys comes into the scene. So how does a ductless chimney work? So it's nothing but an additional carbon filter is added with your baffle or mesh filter, and as it removes the odor, it recycles the gas and releases it back into the kitchen instead of exhausting it to the outer atmosphere. So auto clean chimneys are aesthetically very pleasing to the eye, but a little expensive if you compare it to the other chimneys. So I hope these tips will help you select a suitable chimney for your kitchen. And if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, comment in the comment section if you have any questions, and like and share the video and subscribe to my channel.